Hello and welcome back. Today we've got another £500 worth of £2 coins that we're hunting through, looking for commemoratives, ones with more than face value, but ideally the three that we still need to fill the book. We need 2 Commonwealth Games, having recently ticked off Commonwealth Games England. We need Northern Ireland and Scotland, otherwise we are complete. Up until this last coin, 2021's Britannia, which was minted for circulation, but I don't think anyone has seen one out in the wild yet, so they're all sat at the Royal Mint's long store waiting to come out into our change. But let's get into this bag and see what we find. Into bag number 1 then. Ooh, why am I so far away? Hold on. Just scooch in a little bit. Don't know why I'm so far away then. Okay, so that's technologies. We don't particularly want technologies. There are some lower minted years, just not low enough. I think any of them are worth keeping or looking out for. But oh, there we go. But not a case of the diddlies. We've got the VE Day Anniversary £2 coin, the most common commemorative £2 coin out in circulation. You'll have no problems getting yourself one of those. But as we continue, hopefully we'll find some more exciting coins. But in terms of coin news, we have Charles Dickens there, very common, but we haven't had it today, so it does add some variety, as does this one, the Act of Union, which I'm led to believe some people have found rotation errors on, so we will double check for that. I'll check through at the end through all of the commemoratives and the definitives for any rotation errors, things like that. Our second Charles Dickens there, and there's the VE Day Anniversary again. So that bag was a little bit more generous. Hopefully other bags will be as generous. But no, we've got the latest Music Legends £5 coin come out recently. Thought somewhat divided on it. I must admit, I like the design elements. I like the different textures. I like the border of the coin. I like bits and pieces of it. But as an overall design for the Music Legends, not overly keen, I must admit. Florence Nightingale there, another particularly common coin. It's a very pretty one though, so I do like finding those. And there's another Charles Dickens. I just think with the Police Music Legends coin, what I loved about the Music Legends coins, the first 3, if you remove the text saying what band it was from, or music legend it was commemorating, you could tell from the design who it was. We've got another commemorative here, it's Brunel's achievements, Arches at Paddington Station. I just feel like with the Rolling Stones and with the Police design, I must admit both of which bands I am not a massive fans of. Not that I would change radio stations if their music came on, but not bands I would reach for CDs of or line up playlists of on Spotify. Other streaming servers, of course, are available. Oh dear, what's going on here? Everything's falling over. So, where I'm much more of a fan of Queen and David Bowie and Elton John, maybe that's more recognisable to me, if I'm being charitable to the designs, but overall I'm not sure that it's been overly well received. I must admit, the Music Legends series, I love it. I think it's great, but I wonder how much longer it's going to last for. Obviously, there are plenty of other massive Music Legends that haven't featured on it, like Led Zeppelin or I know my brain's going wrong now. The Beatles, Pink Floyd, things that I think you could easily do designs that are instantly recognisable as that specific music legend, that band, that musician, whatever it happens to be. I think the Dame Shirley Bassey was an improvement on the Rolling Stones one. And again, Rolling Stones ones, there are lots of elements of the design I really liked. I thought it looked really cool. But again, if it was just a coin commemorating live music, 100%, I've been well on board with that one. But it just looked like a generic band on stage, and I think there are other elements that could have been included. What? Mary Rose? No way. We have found quite a few Mary roses. Quite a few of these coins in recent hunts, so for another Mary Rose to turn up, that is pretty exceptional. Oh, active note. Yeah, active union. What am I on about here? No rotation error on that one. Right, why are you there? Did you just fall? Okay. So yeah, that's my mini rant about music legends. Again, it's a shame because I do like some of the design elements. That, like I said, the different textures, the different bits on the design. Just as a music legend coin, it's a little bit disappointing. Right, wireless transmission. That's a fairly common coin. We still don't know exactly when the next Star Wars coin will be coming out. The Star Wars 50p and the rest of the designs. Again, I think the designs. Ooh, again, there's another commemorative. Guy Fawkes, very common. I think the designs on those Star Wars coins have been fairly well received, but they don't seem to be massive sellouts, which is a little bit concerning. Right, well, this is Jodie Clark's 5th portrait of the Queen. We know this will be something. It's the Army Centenary. Check your edge inscription for King and Country. Rotation was fine because we checked that as we flipped it over. Here's another one here. Oh, Shakespeare's Tragedies this time. So, one of 3 Shakespeare £2 coins. This one being the middle of the road, not the most common, but not the rarest. Should say what a piece of work is a man, which is fine. We have in the past found one of these with the edge inscription error. It'd be lovely to find another one. But we found a Mary Rose, so to be fair, we could find diddly all else and still come away with a great result of this hunt. That's the abolition of the slave trade, another particularly common coin. Army Centenary again, no rotation error, no edge inscription error, so that's all fine. To round off this bag, we've got another 5th portrait of the Queen. Oh, it's Shakespeare's Tragedies again. You can see though, this ring is a little bit in the wrong place, so this is an error of some descriptors, more of an anomaly. It's similar to on older coins, that's a wrong bad example. You can see these dots that go around the portrait of the Queen. It should be perfectly round, but just the speed that they make them, majority of those are actually misaligned in the for circulating coins. It's similar to this one, so not a huge amount of value, I guess. Maybe a smidge over its usual market value to the right collector that really wants one. Check the edge inscription. What a piece of work is a man. So again, nothing too exciting for that one, sadly, but other than it being a Shakespeare and itself being a smidge over face value itself. So yeah, Star Wars. I don't know. It might be the message to the Royal Mint that I think it kind of needs, not to expand too far out of British themes. Charles Darwin there. There's a smidge over face value too. But no, it'd be interesting to see what is taken on board. But I have heard word from a fellow collector that definitive coins are on their way soon, which is very exciting. Brunel's achievements, archers at Paddington Station. I have said though, the one thing I think was holding the definitive coins up was the new pound coin, because that's supposed to be a definitive design. You know, like with the old round pound coins, they weren't commemorative designs, they were definitive designs effectively. Although the water does get a bit muddied when the Shield of the Royal Arms came out, so whatever. But for the definitive set to come out, I'm fairly confident that pound coin, the new design, will be a part of that. But again, I have a track record of calling this totally wrong, so maybe it won't. Maybe they will decide it's going to be it'll be a commemorative, or they'll just scrap it entirely. But it'll be very exciting if they come along, because obviously this year we had the annual sets come out with the commemorative coins with no definitives, with a promise that later in the year we should be getting the definitives. So it'll be interesting to see, as and when they come out, what's in store, because lots of us are anticipating a change in the definitive design, which might be another reason they got delayed, having to deciding to change those designs. Unsure whether that was planned, if it does happen before or after the death of the Queen. Is that a fake? Or has that just been absolutely worn down? I'm not convinced. That might just be a coin that's been worn away, but we'll keep that as an oddity because it's kind of interesting. But no, I think if they end up just being the standard definitives that we've seen for year upon year, I think that'll be a little bit disappointing, I must admit. I think everyone will be wondering, well, why were they late? Why did you have to delay them so late into the year? But there we go. Right, let's do an edge hunt. £2 coins are the last circulating coin with an edge inscription. If it says standing on the shoulders of giants, we know that's a technologies coin. This one here, 1, 2, 3, 4th down, what does that say? Arena? Oh, Mariner. Didn't see the end. That'll be the Trinity House £2 coin. You can see there. So all the edge inscriptions are unique to the designs. So you should be able to tell what they are. I think that might be it for this bag. Let's just double check, make sure I haven't been a total bozo and missed out on an interesting edge inscription. I haven't, I spotted them all this time. Very nice. We found a Commonwealth Games that way though. That word Manchester jumped out and my heart jumped out in hope that we get a new coin for the book, which we did. But we might be some time before that happens again. Those last two pesky coins. Scotland being the easiest one to get. Crazy, isn't it? A Commonwealth Games is one of the easier coins to get to fill the book. Right, abolition of the slave trade again. Obviously, I would love to find that Northern Ireland first. If we can tick off the rarest one, it feels like we can reach the summit of this book. If we're just stuck on Northern Ireland, it's a little bit, it might be a little bit frustrating. Right then, last bag of the hunt. It's been a very good hunt, to be fair. Mary Rose has totally made this hunt exciting. But for you, as ever, there are links in the description if you want to come over and join my coin collecting Discord server. There's links to my social media channels, the PO box address you can write into, and of course the Britannia Coin Company's YouTube channel, who I make videos for, so please do check that out as well. I'm going to check through the coins to see if there are any errors I might have missed. Well, sadly no errors to add to our roster, but we can't really complain for having found a Mary Rose £2 coin. Very scarce and tricksy one to get your hands on, so let me know in the comments what your favourite coin from today's video is, and all it leaves me to do is thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for more coins. Bye!